Flash floods, triggered by torrential rains, swamped villages and in hours tore through farmland. This man watched in horror from his roof. Mud suffocated crops and filled homes, the worst flooding in Afghanistan in more than 3 decades. They're now burying loved ones. Over 300 died. Mohammed lost 13 family members and all his livestock.
They've lost their houses, but what they're most concerned about is having lost their livelihoods because they know that the future looks very, very bleak.
The World Food Programme and the International Rescue Committee are rushing in emergency supplies. Afghanistan had been bracing for another summer of crippling drought. The severe flooding came without warning.
This season, which is like very less likely for having this kind of rains and flash flood, it is like a big alert, and the international community should consider this and we should act as soon as possible.
Across the world, flooding is also battering southern Brazil. The capital of Rio Grande do Sul is still submerged after rivers burst their banks. Over 500,000 people are out of their homes.
Nunca chorei na minha vida.
I've never cried in my life, says this man whose house was submerged.
Dessa vez eu chorei.
This time, I cried. Climate scientists say a much warmer South Atlantic Ocean coupled with water vapor in Amazonia unleashed torrents in the south, another climate emergency.
Last year in 2023, we had the strongest drought in Amazonia over the last 120 years. This shows how unprepared developing countries are to deal with this kind of climate extremes.
As Brazilian authorities warn, more rain is on its way. Susan Ormiston, CBC News, Toronto.